Dryer door a little wonky? Well, I'm Dustin with Parts Doctor, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to replace this right hinge on a Whirlpool dryer. This also applies to some other great brands such as Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, Kenmore, and more. It's really easy. I'm going to show you how to do it, so let's get into it. If you need to purchase a new right side door hinge for your Whirlpool dryer, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com, where we offer fast shipping and only sell manufacturer approved genuine replacement parts for all major appliance brands. The door hinges on your appliance may become bent, warped, or destroyed by putting too much weight on the door of your dryer. The door on your appliance must close properly to assure a tight seal, otherwise your dryer's performance will be greatly impacted. While both hinges may need to be replaced on your dryer, this video is for the right hinge only. Check out the link below for a step-by-step video on how to replace the left hinge if you need it. Tools needed for this repair: Phillips screwdriver, putty knife, 5/16 nut driver or socket, and pliers. Since we'll be opening the cabinet of the dryer, it's important to remember to disconnect it from the power. You may want to wear long sleeves and gloves, as the edge of the dryer panels can be extremely sharp. Locate the lint screen and pull it from the lint chute. Set it aside. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two screws from the lint chute opening. Be careful not to let them fall down the lint screen chute. There are two clips roughly 2 inches from the edge of the dryer that hold the top panel in place. Using a putty knife, gently press the clip in to release the top panel of the dryer. While you are pressing on the clip, gently pull up on the top panel so you know when it's released. Once the top is free, the top panel of the dryer can safely be opened and secured. It is important that you do not flip the top all the way open, as you can damage the wiring harness. The metal tabs holding the top panel are not designed or strong enough to hold the panel on their own. Prop the top panel against a wall or secure it with cord or twine. Take your putty knife and gently release the locking tab on the door switch wiring harness in the front corner of the cabinet to slide the two wiring sections apart. Once the top panel is secure, we can move on to removing the front panel. There are two 5/16 screws and two slide-in hooks holding the front panel on the cabinet. First, remove the two 5/16 fasteners with either a nut driver or socket, and be sure not to lose the two retaining clips that hold the screws in place. Once both of the top screws are removed, tilt the top of the front panel 6 inches away from the cabinet and lift to free the panel from the two bottom clips. Now that the front panel is detached from the dryer, find a scratch-free area to lay the panel down flat so the hinges and springs are facing up. Making note of the spring's orientation, use a pliers to carefully unhook each spring and set it aside. After the springs are removed from the hinges, pick up the front panel and carefully set it upright with the door facing out. The edges will be sharp, so be careful the panel will not fall or move during the next step. Carefully pull the door open and leave it in the open position. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two screws attaching the hinge to the door and set them aside. Be sure to keep the screws separate, as the other two in the front panel are different. We'll talk more about this later. Next, remove the two screws holding the hinge on the front panel. The hinge should now be free. From the back of the panel, carefully rotate the hinge so it will slide through the opening and remove it. If you need to purchase a new door hinge, make sure you get the correct part. There are different part numbers for each hinge depending on which side of the dryer you need it for. When shopping for your appliance replacement parts, don't buy cheap knockoffs. Here at Parts Doctor, we only sell manufacturer certified replacement parts. We'll leave a link in the video description below. You want to be sure that you're searching with the model number from the tag on your dryer to be sure you get the correct part. To install your new hinge, carefully rotate and insert through the panel so the larger side will attach to the door. Start threading the two blunt end machine screws to the front panel by hand while you're holding the hinge from behind. Note, the screws may be hard to install because they are self-tapping screws. This means they are cutting new threads into the new hinge. This is to assure that the screws remain secure with the movement and vibrations of the dryer. Using the two pointed end sheet metal style screws, attach the hinge to the door panel, then firmly tighten all 4 screws. Carefully close the dryer door and check for proper fitment. Return the front panel to a soft surface with the hinges facing up. Using pliers, attach the springs to the hinges and the hole at the bottom of the panel, referencing their orientation as to when you remove them. Before the next step, make sure your two 5/16 screws and nut driver are within reach. To attach the front panel, use your foot to guide the bottom of the panel on to the 2 hooks at the bottom of the dryer cabinet. While holding the front panel, carefully open the dryer door and reach in to align the dryer drum to fit over the front drum seal while you push the front panel back into place. To attach the front panel, be sure that the retention clips are in place and screw in the two 5/16 fasteners with your nut driver or socket. Firmly tighten both sides. Reconnect the door switch wiring harness and be sure that the locking clip snaps back into place. Check the top of the cabinet for any wires that could get pinched when closing the top panel. Slowly close the top panel and firmly snap both sides onto the clips. Replace the 2 screws near the lint chute. Again, be careful that they do not fall down into the chute. Finally, slide the lint screen into the lint chute opening. And that's it. You finished the repair, congratulations. If there's anything that you found along your journey, like some hints, tips, or tricks that could help the next DIY person, throw them down in the comments. We also love to hear your success stories. If you love saving money by fixing your appliances at home, consider giving this video a like and a subscription to the channel so you can see some more great content coming up soon. I'm Dustin with Parts Doctor, and until next time, we'll see you later.